Now it is the time to test out the Certified Kubernetes Application Developer Configuration Domain practice questions. All the knowledge that you have learned on ConfigMap, secrets, security context, and all the other domains, we are going to do some hands-on practical sessions using the practice test questions. So let's start the practice session for the domain number 2, configuration domain. Create a namespace called demo and create a config map name config1 with the value shape equals square and color equals red. Create a new nginx pod with nginx image and load this config map as environment variables into the pod. Create namespace demo get ns and then namespace is created. kubectl -n demo create config map config1 from literal the first key is square shape, second one is color equals red. So the values are correct. Create the config map, verifying it, -n demo get config map, it is there, kubectl -n demo describe config map config1. We can see the values are there, color red and shape square. Now create the nginx pod, kubectl -n demo run nginx image nginx, do this in the dry run mode and export the YAML to temp nginx YAML. Now open in the temp nginx YAML file, and now we need to add the environment variables into the container. So here env from, we need to mount the entire config map, that's why we are using env from, and we are going to do config map ref here, and the name of the config map is config1. So that's about it, and saving the file, kubectl create -f temp nginx.yaml. Now verifying it, kubectl -n demo get pod nginx YAML is there. Now we can do the describe pod nginx. Inside that we can see that environment variables are pulling from config1 and kubectl -n demo this. Let's connect it into the exec -it nginx sh and then check the environment variables. We can see that color red is there, shape square is there. Moving to the next question. Create temp application.properties file with below content. Port 8000, profile dev. In demo namespace, create a config map name appconfig with the above file in it. Create app port with the nginx image and mount the config map to opt path. Here we want to do a file mount. Make sure opt application.properties file exists in the app port. First of all, create the file temp application.properties. You can open the file and then copy the content. Now we have the file is saved. Now in the demo space, need to create the config map, kubectl -n demo create config map appconfig. So here we want to do it from the from file, So the file name is application dot properties equals, my file is saved in temp application dot properties. So that's it. Creating the config map, kubectl -n demo, describe config map app config. You can see that application.properties key is there. Inside that we have the full file. Now we need to create a pod, kubectl -n demo, pod name is app, image is nginx. Then we need to run it in the dry run mode, and as we need to edit the YAML file, -o YAML, I'll save it to temp app.yaml. I missed the run command here. Now editing the temp app.yaml. Inside this I need to add the config map volume. It needs to be created under the spec section, volumes, and I can create multiple volumes here. And first of all, I will be providing the volume name, any arbitrary value. I will give the same name as the config map, and the value needs to be coming from the config map. And here I'll be providing the name of the config map, name app config. We need to mount this to the container using volume mounts, and the name of the volume is app config, and we need to provide the mount path. Mount path needs to be the opt path /opt. So saving this, kubectl create -f temp app.yaml. So here volumes unknown field names, I might have done a mistake here, not names, it is name typo, and creating this -n demo, get pods, app is there. Now connecting into this container using exec -n demo exec -it app. Now looking at the file opt/application.properties, inside that you can see the file is there. Moving to the next section. In the demo namespace, create a config map called appconfig2 by loading the key value pairs from temp.application.properties file. So here in demo create config map appconfig2. Here to load the key value pairs, you need to use from env file option, and then we need to provide the path application.properties. Now if we describe this config map appconfig2, we can see it has multiple key value pairs, profile, dev, and port 8000. Now it is created. Create an app port 2 with Tomcat image in the same namespace and mount the config map entries as environment variables. So these different keys needs to be mounted as different environment variable names. So let's do this. kubectl -n demo run app2 image is going to be Tomcat dry run client -o YAML, and then let's save it to /temp app2.yaml vi /temp app2.yaml. Now into this container we need to mount these environment variables. So to the container we need to add env section. The first environment variable name is server port, and then here we need to get the value from ConfigMap key ref. Name is appconfig2, key is port. Now we need to add the same kind of entry for the other environment variable, spring profiles active, and the key is profile. So saving this, kubectl create -f temp app2.yaml. It is created. kubectl -n demo get ports. Container is still creating. It is running. Now kubectl -n demo exec -it app2 connect into the shell. Looking at the environment variables, we can see that server port is set and the spring profiles active is also set here. Moving to the next question. In demo namespace, create a secret database with db username root, db password my pass. Create an app3 pod with the image tomcat in the same namespace with request CPU 100M memory 256 MI, limits CPU 200M memory 512 MI. Mount the database credential to the same pod as environment variables. Okay, there are multiple steps that we need to do. First of all, create the secret, kubectl -n demo create secret. This is a generic secret, generic, and database is the secret name. Now from literal, so db username equals root, from literal db password equals my pass. Is created. Verification demo get secrets. We can see the database secret is there. kubectl -n demo describe secret database. A database db username, db passwords are there. Now the next step is creating the pod with the resource request, kubectl -n demo run. Before that, let me do a help, and you can see that the resource request can be given in minus resources, and the limits can be defined with minus limits as well. So let's use that. So run, my pod name is app3, image is going to be tomcat in the same namespace, that's correct. Now request, and we need to provide the resource details here. CPU equals 100M, memory equals 256 MI. Now the limits is going to be CPU 200M, memory 512 MI. Now we need to mount the database credentials as well. Because of that, dry run client -o YAML, saving it to temp app3.yaml. Inside this we need to mount the database credentials, so I'll use env from, and then here I need to provide secret ref, and my secret name is database, and we can see that the limits that we have defined, resource limits and the request values are also in the YAML definition itself. app3.yaml. Right, I think in our command we have used app2. That's the problem. We need to use app3. So we need to replace app2 with app3. All set. kubectl -n demo get pods app3 containerize creating. Verification -n demo describe pod app3. Here we can see the limits are set, requests are set, and the database environment variables are pulling from database secret. Moving to the next question. Update the database secret created in the previous step with new database password my new pass. First of all, we need to base64 this value, echo -n my new pass and base64. This is my base64 value. Copy in this, kubectl -n demo edit secret database db password is pasted. Now make sure app3 pod has new database credentials in environment variables. As soon as we change it, the pod will not get updated with the new database credentials. The pod needs to be restarted. So if we check demo exec -it app3 sh, if we look at the variable db password, we can see it is still on the older one, not the new password. So we need to delete this pod, kubectl -n demo delete pod app3, kubectl create -f temp app3.yaml. The pod is getting created. Now do the same, exec into the pod and then echo db password. You can see the new password inside that. Moving to the next question. Create a Docker registry secret in demo namespace using the below Docker registry details. Docker server, username, password, email addresses are provided. Create a YAML definition of pod name custom pod in custom pod YAML in the same namespace with the image my registry.azure.io. That means it is trying to pull it from this Docker server that we are configuring in this Docker secret. Then using the Docker credentials in Docker registry secret. So creating the Docker registry secret, create secret. The type is Docker registry and the name of the secret as well. It is asking to use the same name, Docker registry. Now we don't need to remember the command, use the -h, and then we can see that we need to pass the Docker registry, Docker server, Docker username, Docker password, Docker email as per this example. So we need to pass the first Docker server equals my registry.azure.azure.cr.io and the next one is docker username. Docker username is my registry, and docker password is, and docker email is my registry at company.com. right? So this is the docker secret. Now we need to create only the YAML definition. kubectl, let me do a clear here. kubectl run custom pod image is my registry dot azure cr.io custom image. So here we need to do it in dry run client -o YAML, save it to temp custom pod dot YAML. So name is correct, my registry.azure.io custom image, the location is correct. Now opening this image, custom, opening the pod definition, and afterwards under the pod spec we need to define what are my image pool secrets, and my image pool secret name is docker registry. This is the secret that we have created. Moving to the next question number 7. Create a busybox sec pod in demo namespace with the image busybox with the command sleep 3600 that runs with the user ID 101 and making sure Nginx container has netadmin and systime capabilities. So the pod should have the user ID 101, container should have netadmin systime. So kubectl kubectl -n demo run busybox sec, the image is busybox dry run client -o YAML. Let's save this to temp busybox sec.yaml. Let's edit the YAML busybox sec.yaml. Now here the pod should have the security context configured. So security context. Now to use the user we need to use run as user 101, and then the container should have the capabilities security context capabilities, and this is a capability add. We need to define the capabilities here, net admin systime. Right, that's it. We forgot to set the command sleep 3600 to set the command to set, let's say bin sh, and then let's put -c and then put sleep 3600. Saving this, ctl create -f/temp busybox sec.yaml. kubectl -n demo get pod. You can see busybox sec pod is running. Moving into question number 8. List all service accounts in all namespaces with its label and save the output to temp sa.txt. So kubectl get sa all namespaces. You can use all namespaces, or else you can use -a, both of those you can use it. And show labels, we can see all of the service accounts. Now we need to route this to this location temp sa.txt and verifying it temp sa.txt, all the values are there. Moving to the next question number 9. Create a service account my app in demo namespace and create an Nginx SA pod with image Nginx that uses my app as the service account. kubectl -n demo create SA service account my app. So let's list the service account demo get SA. Our service account app name is there. Now we need to create the -n demo run Nginx SA is the pod name, image SA. So we can pass service account name using the service account flag like this. So let's do a clear and then service account single word and provide my app. kubectl -n demo describe pod Nginx SA, and then we can see that it has the my app token. That means the service account name is provided. Let's do the edit and see the service account name. Inside that it is set like this. Find the token of my app service account in demo namespace and write it to temp my app token.txt. -n demo describe service account my app. We can see that my app token is inside this secret kubectl -n demo describe secret. Right, this is the token. You can copy the token and then write it into the file directly, or else you can use the JSON path to pull this secret. Let's say get secret, and my secret name is this one -o JSON path equals. Now you can see the values are inside data token, inside the curly braces data dot token, and then let's add a new line as well inside this /n. We can see the token is coming. We need to route this output into temp my app token.txt. Right, looking at the file temp my app token.txt, the value is there. Right, now we have gone through the Certified Kubernetes Application Developer Configuration Domain Practice Test Questions. I hope you learn how to apply the theoretical knowledge that I have given in my previous videos into practical and in the context of the Certified Kubernetes Application Developer exam as practice test questions. Thank you so much, guys. If you have not yet subscribed into my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button with the bell sign to get notified when I upload new video. Until the next video, bye bye, guys.